to Twisted Koi. How are we doing out there, cupcakes on this? Really doesn't really know what it's going to do today, whether I'm trying to keep my swearing down at the start of the videos because that is kicking me in the arse at the moment. And you, Aquatic News Network, I see you. Yes, my crazy Texan friend over in America has started a new channel, the Aquatic News Network. Go across, give him some twisted love. There is actual facts in there as well as a bit of tongue-in-cheek. So yeah, go across, give him some twisted love. It'll tickle him pink, I know it will, for one and only. But yeah, also keep your eye out for the twisted one. These have settled down really well in here now, and now I feel like ravenous for it. And they are starting to put on some size now as well. And no postman yet, but there's a race on between two channels at the moment to see who gets mug number 100. But I haven't. I've tried getting the spot board out a couple of times today, but then it starts hammering down with rain. So hang on, let me spin you round, because at the moment I've got the drum is on bypass. That's why my plugs are out, because I've now, after treating with PP last night, did the system bloody good clean, topped up what little bit came out, and then I dosed with Lernex Pro. Now I'm not going to tell you what dosage I used, but I didn't do it the way that I normally do. And in that, after chatting with Stu Bob, because he is an absolute legend, you know, while I was on the live, he's like, Vince, come round, I've got it. Stu Bob, you are a legend, even though you're an ex-engineer, it's not your fault. He knows. Oh, I love him to bits. So yeah, no, where was I at? Oh, brain's gone. Lernex Pro. So went round to Stu's and also checked out the 3D art that is coming to the Twisted One to do some giveaways with. Really looking forward to them. They look quality, and if you don't know who I'm on about, Midland Koi Art. Now, if you are like me and a few others, you are not on Facebook, but you would like to see what he does and what he has available, he has created a Telegram group. So if you've got my number, download Telegram, send me a message, and I can add you to the group. And that's for people who don't have Facebook. And guys and girls, his stuff is top quality. You know, he's going to be sending 6 koi, 2 Japanese tree things, and the black Japanese tree things I've actually seen, because Stu Bob's got one, and they are definitely going to have a few of them. But there's six fish coming, and I know which fish are coming, and there's 6 fish coming, 2 trees, Japanese trees, and a couple of food scoops, and some key rings. Key rings are banging. Hopefully you might be able to get a stall at the National, and then, you know, sky's the limit. But yeah, I'm really waiting for them to come so we can kick off the giveaway with them. But yeah, these are looking really good in here. The old calla lilies are starting to take off now. So I say everything's settled down, and you can see where it started to grow again, because I had that completely level with the top of that pot and down here, and it is starting to grow. So you can train, mind your own business, but you have to do it as and when it's growing. You can't have, as I found out, you can't have a bloody great big bush and then hack at it and expect it to take the shape. You've got to do it as it's growing. So I can start sniffing around, because I want the mind your own business to stay at plant pot level, but I want this lot to infill here, because then eventually they'll end up munching on it like they do over in the toe side tank. But if I turn the air off, you'll see that, yeah, they're putting on some nice size now. And I'm still here thinking, well, I've got to work out which ones I'm going to keep, because I cannot keep them all. The Ginring Goshki is going nowhere before anyone gets any ideas, that's for sure. But they're looking good, they're doing good. And like I say, that's on bypass. Take the polystyrene down off of the front of here, because I've used it over there. But yeah, these are doing alright in here. Like I say, I'm waiting for the liners, and as soon as the liners come, I will then start dropping the temperatures in there, because the plan is to take 90% of the water from here into there, so I can then move 90% of what I want, well, 100% of what I want to get rid of over there, and the odd few that I want to keep to watch grow will stay in there. And then what I would do is I would then empty that into there, and then move all the ones I want to keep into there, and all the ones I want to move on will go out there, because one, I've got to get the system ready for the grow show with the difference, but two, I've got at least 2 fish, like I said previously, there's at least 2 fish swimming underneath that grill that I cannot get hold of, so it has to be emptied one way or another. And at the same time, I want to get a strip of rubber liner, get that in, which would then give me a bit more water as well. So yeah, it's going to be fun and games. All this before the season actually starts. Oh my word, or just as the season starts. I mean, the season hasn't really started yet, and I've already got bloody blokes. Oh, but yeah, me seeing your background. So shower's all built, and at the moment it'll have to stay 4 high, because we went to home base and they didn't have any of them left. So I built it as such for a minute, but I still want another 2 of these black plant pots, and they're going to have to be the same, otherwise it's going to look fucking wonky donkey until all the plants that grow on it. See, because I've still got about half a bag of mixed alpha grog and whatnot. I could get a little bit more in the trays, but I think I'm pushing it with what I've got in there. Spillway's done, doesn't look pretty, but as long as it's functional. I might taper off these corners. I might take them corners off. But yeah, other than that, chuffed to bits for that. And then over here, as you can see, I'm getting the liner in, and I'm going to have to part do this bit like I've done that side, and part do, well, I can fully do this bit and just leave the flap, because we've got 1 course of bricks to go across. Now I reckon if I do the mix under the cover, I might be able to get it done. I want the front on, and I want to get that gap done. I've also got to get in there with the multi-tool, because I have decided that I'm not going to use them bulkheads down the bottom. So yeah, there we go, that's where we're at. My roof tape hasn't arrived yet, so I can't go on there, but these are doing alright considering. Oh yeah, we were talking about Lernex Pro, weren't we? And Stu said to me, just chuck it on the top, because he watched the video and he thinks he was almost sure that it was Ricky Stoddart who said about putting the Lernex across the pond and letting it come down through, and I could see the logic behind it. I did do a couple of little videos for Matt, and I turned the skimmer off for a while, I slowed the I still haven't turned the flow up, and the 20,000 variable pump at the moment is at 20%. No, it's not. It's 20,000 at the moment. It's sitting at 30%, and the skimmer is running at 20%, and that's at 10,000. So I'm not pulling a lot through, just to try and let as little as possible go through the drum screen. Hence why it's bypass as well. But instead of just chucking it on and it hitting the water and going clumpy, what I did was I got my little sieve that I use for my fry, dropped it in there, and then just stood there and sieved it in front of the outlet, and you'd be surprised how quick it covered the whole top of the pond. And then it must have taken about an hour, and for about an hour it looked like a snow globe. Don't knock it until you try it, innit? So I thought, well, why not? I've tried every other way, because we were talking about this on the live yesterday. I hate Lernex because of the fact that it is a motherfucking bitch to get to dissolve. And people were saying use isopropyl. Simon was saying isopropyl alcohol or vodka. Well, I didn't have any iso upstairs in the modelling room. Thought I did, but I didn't. And definitely hadn't got no vodka in the house, because there's no alcohol out in the house at all. So that one went out the window. So I thought, well, why not? And because I wanted to be around and monitor the pond at the same time, it's why I didn't do it last night straight after the PP treatment like I would normally do. So yeah, but like I say, every time I think about getting the spot board out, it starts raining. But I think that could be that could be it. So if I can get these last couple of bits of underlay in, underlay, bah, and then fucking shot away. Then if it's still dry, I'll make a mix, and then I will get that bit done. And then it is literally just doing the middle bit when the liners come, and then we'll be away, because I'm not going to put that pump in, which is the 3,600. I'm going to use one of the 4,000s that are down at Mum's in the garage that Pa bought loads of. So basically the 6,500 that I'm running in long block on that tank, it's the next one down to that. And I'm going to be dropping it into the bio chamber. So, but yeah, one of these little J-Cod that's running flat out at the moment, 6,500 litres an hour, and is using 49 watts. They're loving it. Right, and in this pond there is one fish that, believe it or not, is 3 years old, one that's 2 years old, and one that's 1 year old. I'll get them in the bowl and see if you can tell me which one's which. Well, my little fruit bats, that's me done for today. I'm quite happy with what I've managed to get done. Finally. You just take this earbud out and yeah. There we go. But yeah, I'm quite happy with where I'm at. Just need the liners to arrive now, because I've got the top row in on the front. I've got the broken slab done with sand and cement, and I've managed to get a brick on the top so it looks brickwork all the way across, even though it doesn't need to. But I'm happy. Underlays in, and next job now, while I'm waiting for the liners, is get my water line back round over there and onto taps. And I gotta say, what a difference in my fish this evening in comparison to what they were like this morning when I put the Lernex Pro in. And don't forget, I sprinkled the Lernex Pro on the top of the water surface, turned the skimmer off for a good 2 hours, and yeah, once the surface had pretty much cleared, which meant it dropped down, then I fired up the skimmer. The skimmer is only on a slow pace, so is the bottom drain. But yeah, the change in the fish, they're already up swimming, looking for food. It's mental, and I've never had that sort of reaction whenever I've done a fluke treatment before. So yeah, I hope that that's knocked it on the head. Like I say, I've also got rid of a load more of the block broken slab. I've still got to use a bit up in the front garden and a little bit up down in front of long block for the step. But other than that, yeah, it's starting to look pretty doggone fresh, if I do say so myself. So hey, let me spin you around. So yeah, as you can see, they're all up and swimming, including the Becco. Yeah, including the Becco, look. And I reckon if I chuck some food in there, they'd take it and all. Pond is now sitting at 10 degrees. But as you can see, they're looking a hell of a lot different to what they were yesterday and this morning. Especially my my big Becco. Got to keep you right, girl. We're going back to the National again this year. So yeah, like I say, that area is almost empty, and like I say, I put some started putting the proper paste polish stuff on the old burner. But yeah, there we go. I mean, there is a couple of little bits I will fill in when I make the next lot of mix up. But yeah, you've got broken slab all the way up, and then you've got a final brick to finish it off. And then, like I say, as soon as the liners arrive, I can get the liner in, get the tank connector all sealed up, and then I can get this last bit of brickwork in, and then put this liner in, and then we're firing on all cylinders then, because I've got the media here. I've got pretty much everything else that I need, even if it means recycling bits. So yeah, so I'm going to fiddle about with some water pipe, I think, at some point in time. Might do it later, but these are doing all right in here. There is some really nice fish in there, and there's a couple in there that will stay in there when we do the big shift around. But yeah, one course of brick on the top, and then broken patio slab all the way down to the bottom. So yeah, there we go. That's where we're at, and I might even chuck a little sprinkle of food in for them. But yeah, what a change in how many hours? Absolutely brilliant. I'm over the moon. So hopefully when I scrape in a few days time, I will find no flukes. Touch wood. So there we go, guys and girls. There's Monday treating flukes. Here they come. Now they'll come up. And don't forget, I would say a good 3/4 of them are going to need new homes come end of March, start of April. So there we go, guys and girls. That's what I've been up to this Monday. I don't know if I'll pick you up tomorrow, but I will definitely pick you up on Wednesday because we are back at New Forest. Can't wait. So as always, guys and girls, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all that schmizzle. I've been Twisted Koi. You're out there. You know you're great. And like I said, if I don't see you tomorrow, we will definitely see you Wednesday at the farm. Keep your eye out for the light.
That's all, cupcakes.
Yes, makes it all worth it.